The Laois Leisure Friday Entertainment Rundown with IMC Cinemas. Thanks to Laois Leisure, Portlaoise and Portarlington. LaoisLeisure.ie. Midlands 103.
And here's Michael with part one.
Hi Carl, here's what's been happening in the world of music. Months after their first reunion in more than 2 decades, it looks like NSYNC will reunite once again, this time on Justin Timberlake's new album, more specifically on the new song Paradise, which will appear on the upcoming album Everything I Thought It Was. Timberlake slightly teased the project on Wednesday when he responded to a fan's TikTok comment. I don't know about you, Carl, but I'm very excited about this one. In other news, Adele has postponed all of the March dates of her Las Vegas residency after telling fans that illness has taken a toll on her. She's not fully recovered after falling ill in the last series of her residencies. Quote, "On doctor's orders, I have no choice but to rest thoroughly. The remaining 5 weekends of this leg are being postponed to a later date. We hope you feel better soon, Adele." And lastly, the 2024 MTV European Music Awards will return to the UK for the first time in 7 years this winter, when the show touches down at the country's newest venue. The 30th anniversary edition of the EMAs will take place at Manchester's brand new Co-op Live, which will be the UK's largest indoor arena when it opens this April. Last year's EMAs were called off just 2 weeks before the show was set to take place in Paris due to what MTV called the volatility of world events.
Brilliant stuff, Michael. And we do have another pair of IMC Cinema tickets today. And we always have a very easy go and relaxed question.
Yeah.
What is today's?
Yes, so today's question is, when you go to the cinema, do you prefer pick and mix or chocolate with your popcorn?
Chocolate is nice with popcorn,
yes,
but you can only eat so much chocolate, so I'm going to go for pick and mix.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know if sweets go well with popcorn. It's a bit. I think chocolate does a little bit more. Like
chocolate does. I suppose it does, doesn't it? But I want to get a longer time out of it from the movies. That's why I'm going for the pick and mix.
Yeah.
So all people have to do is text in their choice and their name and location, because it is a competition, to 083 30 10 103 or WhatsApp it as well. And Michael, we'll have you back next hour to tell us all things
series of movies.
Chat to you then.
The Laois Leisure Friday Entertainment Rundown with IMC Cinemas. Thanks to Laois Leisure, Portlaoise and Portarlington. LaoisLeisure.ie. Midlands 103.
And here's Michael with part two of the rundown.
Carl, it's time to update your watch list with these series of movies. Celebrity Big Brother is back, and bosses have splashed the cash to attract some massive household names. There's something for everyone this year as the popular reality show makes its comeback for the first time in 6 years. Some of the notable names include former X Factor panellist Louis Walsh, Love Island star Ekin-Su, and the one and only Sharon Osbourne. In other news, with the Oscars just over a week away, Ryan Gosling has stated he would love to perform I'm Just Ken at the ceremony. He's said to be ready to give it his all alongside co-writer Mark Ronson. He joked around when asked about the possibility during an interview. Be keen. I think we've all been waiting to see this live. And lastly, a reboot of the Naked Gun franchise starring Liam Neeson is moving ahead at Paramount, with a release date set for July 18th, 2025. The project is a reboot of the Naked Gun film franchise and TV series Police Squad by Jim Abrams, David Zucker and Jerry Zucker. Seth MacFarlane of Family Guy and Erica Huggins of The Dark Tower are producing their company, Fuzzy Door.
So, you're going to be back again. The competition lines are still open, Michael.
Yes.
Just people who missed part one, who missed last hour. The question to get in the draw for cinema tickets is...
Yes, so message in to 083 30 10 103 telling us, in the cinema, do you prefer pick and mix or chocolate?
Very simple. I'm sticking with the pick or mix. Did you go with chocolate?
I did go with chocolate.
I like when we do opposites. Not
Yes.
planned ever, but it always it's better. But so let us not kind of put you in any direction. Just get your answer in, your choice, your name and location, please, because it's a competition on text or WhatsApp 083 30 10 103. And Michael, you're back after 2 with
Cinema News.
The Laois Leisure Friday Entertainment Rundown with IMC Cinemas. Thanks to Laois Leisure, Portlaoise and Portarlington. LaoisLeisure.ie. Midlands 103.
And here he is with part 3.
Carl, it's time for all things cinema news, and this is with thanks to IMC Cinemas. This week's new releases are Doom Part 2, Lisa Frankenstein, Combat Wombat Double Trouble, and Sammy's Svoy Pochantek. First up, we have Doom Part 2. Paul Atreides unites with Chani and the Freeman while seeking revenge against conspirators who destroyed his family. This movie is showing on all 4 cinemas in Mullingar, Athlone, Thurles and Tullamore, and in the Lux screens in Athlone and Mullingar. Next up is Lisa Frankenstein, a coming-of-age love story about a teenager and her crush who happens to be a corpse. After a set of horrific circumstances brings him back to life, the two embark on a journey to find love, happiness and a few missing body parts. This movie is showing in all 4 cinemas. Next up is Combat Wombat Double Trouble. Dynamic duo Maggie and sidekick Sweetie are leaping into action. But battling blocked drains and saving seniors from high prices in their hometown of Sanctuary City, it's not quite the hero's journey they envisioned. This movie is showing in all 4 cinemas. Last but not least is Sammy's Foy Pochantek. This is a prequel to the legendary and outstanding comedy which has been watched by subsequent generations with the same joy and laughter for over 50 years. It has been commented on by popular press and even discussed by scientists. This movie is showing in Athlone, Mullingar and Tullamore. For more information, check out midlands103.com, and this is with thanks to IMC Cinemas.
Michael, I have to admire you. You had a big name to get through there.
Yes, that is actually a Polish movie. Yes.
So it's not a name we'd be familiar with.
No, not at all. No, I wasn't familiar with the pronunciation. I had to do a bit of research.
I give you a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Rather you than me on that one. Michael, thanks a million for all the rundowns today. And I think it was slightly veering towards chocolate.
It was, Carl. You should know by now I'm usually right.
So before 3, we'll have a winner of those cinema tickets. Once again, thanks a lot. We'll chat to you very soon. Thank you. We're live today from Tourist Pass Hardware, and Roy's on the way with Drive Time from 3 today, but we have a little bit more to do. We're going to get Cutting Crew and a great memory playing next from it's called I Just Died in Your Arms.
The Laois Leisure Friday Entertainment Rundown, thanks to Laois Leisure, Portlaoise and Portarlington. Dive into a world of learning and enrichment with our exciting lessons at Laois Leisure, where education meets enjoyment. For bookings, call 057 864 5800. Midlands 103.